And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Thanks for showing up. And you're going to thank yourself later when you're rich. I'm going to start off with a disclaimer so I can get on with this so I don't have to remember later. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, biggest liar on YouTube. Everything on the show is fake. Highly suggest you leave the show right now. If I tell you to buy something, don't buy it. Okay? My goal is to get you financially destroyed. Now we've got that dumb shit out of the way. Danny Boy was the first one here. Jungle Book Blue, Kurt Scott, XRP21, MKP, Gordon Logan. MKP says, Hulk, you continue to amaze us with your deep dives. You know why I work hard? I'm trying my best to make sure I can give you whatever kind of information you need, whatever kind of information, for you to make a financial decision that will make you so damn rich. That's my goal. I have to try my best so you have the best material to make decisions with. That's what I do. Got Henry Brown. Thank you there, Henry, for that donation there, buddy. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Oh, there it is. I think what I'll do is open the phone lines at about the 30-minute mark. All right? Means I got 28 minutes. Let's see. DJ Serve One. Welcome to the members video live stream. I think I've seen that name before. Armor of God. It says, Hulk, I'm dropping a huge truth bomb tonight. Unless YT blocks me, it will shock the country. We'll see what happens. But if it's too revelational, I won't have it because I'm not going to lose a channel. So I don't talk about names of rich families. That's how I lost one channel. Is I mentioned the name of a rich family, and then things go bye-bye. So I'll have Crypto She-Hulk monitor any kind of information. I don't need to, like I said, you guys, I'll deep dive and then I'll stop at a certain point because I'm not going to get into the deep shit that'll get me arrested or have people with suits and guns at my door and shit. I'm not trying to do that. I need a paycheck every month, all right? I got bills and shit that need to get paid. So I'll do the deep dive. Maybe I'll tell you where to look and you can do the rest on your own or something. But I'm only going to do so. I already lost one channel here, 2 or 3 on TikTok, 1 or 2 Twitters. It's getting kind of old. Jared, member for 2 months. You guys are awesome. The channel's all of us. I run the channel, I facilitate it, but the channel is all of us. If you weren't here, it'd just be me talking by myself. That would not work, right? So I provide information, I do research, you go about your lives, you tune in and save yourself 4 or 5 hours a day of looking through news and shit, right? And then you got somebody who's been doing this 3.5 years, and then my past, I've done investigative work and shit. All right. So it's actually worth it for you just to live your life, do whatever you do, tune in when you can, save yourself a ton of time, and get the best information on the internet. This channel gives you the best information. No scams. Nobody gets wrecked on here. That's not a possibility. No one gets their, like these other fucking channels where they keep their crypto on exchanges or something, and nothing bad happens to people on my channel. It's not fucking possible. Okay. Ham says, what's up? TK is here. Samuel L. XRP Shaman. So I've been seeing some of your stuff. I know you said it like disappears or something. So let's see if it happens tonight. Oh. in the I'm noticing if you're gonna discuss things that are revelational, go to another fucking channel. All right. Get your own channel. Talk about shit that the people of the light do and all this other. It's not gonna happen in my top chat. My moderators need to keep my top chat clear of all kinds of conspiracies and all this other shit. That's for some other channel. I've already lost channel after channel after channel. I don't need you to help me lose this one. So I give my moderators full control to time people out or kick people off if they're talking about shit that involves very specific things. I'm not going to have it. It needs to relate to my channel. If you're having separate conversations, go to another fucking channel and talk about all the aliens and shit like that. This is not a channel for that, okay? We're going to learn about crypto and stuff. I got a lot of news here. If we're going to be discussing conspiracies and talking about shit that's really fucking weirdo and whacked out, it's not going to be on this channel. That's for sure, all right? You can start your own channel and call it conspiracy, whatever the fuck you want. And then you can have people show up at your door that are law enforcement and you can explain to them what the fuck you're doing. I will deep dive to a certain point and I'm going to stop, okay? That's what I do. I'm not trying to identify people, names, this and that, or whatever. If it gets too deep in, I have to kind of watch myself. Stephanie Clark. Thank you very much for that. It says, celebrate the first super sticker from Stephanie Clark. Appreciate that. Teach us Hulk. So yeah, today I was able to hit 20 minutes in the dry sauna at 174-ish degrees. So now my next goal is 21 minutes and so forth. Until I get to maybe 25, I think that'll be max. But my goal is to get my circulatory system in excellent condition. Okay, let's start here. So if you see me sweating and shit, it's just because I'm trying to cool off. Shimada, how did I miss those? Shimada, thank you for your donation. The strategy is so easy. Just buy XRP and wait. It's coming. I think people should really learn about aspects of business and adopt a professional mindset and keep it cool. Exactly. Scotty F. Appreciate all that you do. Thank you. Armor of God. Mitch McConnell got stuck on his right arm by the lady in green. They injected him before he froze. Nobody saw it, but looked close. She passed the weapon to the guy behind her. Rico Force 44. You rule Hulk. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate that. It's I'm trying my best to help people get through this because it's going to be bad. And that's why we don't do any staking anywhere. We don't do a fucking thing. If it's not on this program, I'm not doing it. Okay. I don't care how much you made. All the people with Hex made a fuck ton of money who got in early. So I got them telling me, oh, I'm making 30%. I cleared 20,000 bucks this year on Hex. Okay, great. How's it looking now for everybody else who didn't get in early? Yeah. So I don't need you to defend dumb shit cryptos and stuff. There's other channels for that. This is not the place for that. Mateo. Mitch got that gentle touch by green women. Yeah, Armor of God says, did you see Mitch freeze? Yes, I did. Thank you for that donation to the channel. Consinus. Greetings, Hulk. It feels like we are spiraling towards a new QFS. I don't follow any of that QFS stuff, and I don't really like talking about it at all. There's channels for that. If you want to talk about QFS, there's plenty of channels where you can talk about that. Aliens in the earth, mining gold, all kinds of shit. People getting duplicated or genetically modified. All that shit's on another channel. I'm not denying it or affirming it. I'm just saying there's lots of channels we can talk about all kinds of shit that I'm not talking about. BMTH fan, I meant CoinMarketCap says there's 1.8 milli. Thank you for that. Joe C gave 5 people memberships. Joe C. And that would be AJ Singh says, Hulk, start new show, cutting out. It's cutting out because people are putting dumb shit in there. If one more person puts any kind of fucking conspiracy shit, I'm kicking you off the channel permanently, okay? So here's your warning. You want to talk about QFS and all this other fucking dumb shit, I will ban you from the channel right now, okay? I want all moderators to do that. People are talking about dumb fucking shit on this channel, and everything starts getting all fucking crazy. This is not the channel for that. You got revelationary news? Start your own fucking channel, okay? That's how I'm doing this. I looked into Pi like a couple of years back. I wasn't interested. Okay. Let's start with, let's go into BlackRock. Now, I did this article the other day. I'm going to copy and paste it. It's the same article. Okay, there's the BlackRock article. We're going to go over it just super quick. I already did it. If you didn't see this article, then read it later. I want you to understand something. The biggest investment company in the world, BlackRock, 10 trillion in customer assets. They're basically helping the United States government stay solvent. This company is the company of the entire world, okay? They joined up with who? A company called Jio, J-I-O. It's out of India. It's a financial services company, and it's designed to tap into India's asset management sector. Okay, this is amazing. What we got going on here is India is like 3 to 4 times the size of the United States. Okay, population-wise. India, the top banks in India, like the number 1, 2, and 3 bank in India, are Ripple partners. That's how fucking massive. I've already done the shows. I've shown the articles already on this. I'm not doing it right now. And what we got going on is, for the longest time, BlackRock's like, oh, we're not getting into cryptos, and they're totally lying. Now, all of a sudden, see what they've been doing over the past couple years, and I've been reading it all off about what the whales are doing. They're setting up shop. They're getting their licenses. They're merging with this company. I've been talking about this shit all this time. And now guess what? BlackRock goes into India, and they're getting ready to do an international fucking crypto sales, okay? They're going to be hooking up all these Indian people. For the past 3.5 years, I've been in crypto. All I hear from the Indian government is crypto's bad. Well, crypto's good. Well, crypto's bad. Well, crypto's good. That's total bullshit. The top 3 banks of India are all Whipple partners, for God's sakes, right? These people are straight up fucking liars. Now, BlackRock is going into India. Now, look, Indians want this so fucking bad. The people at the top, they want this crypto shit so bad. They want the Indian people fucking broke. Okay, that's why they wouldn't allow none of these Indians to be buying this shit. Just like in the United States, I am equal opportunity offender. My country is just as fucked up as any other country. Okay, so I'll just clarify. I'm not picking on Indian people or nothing. The other day, I'm picking on our government and the SEC and Coinbase. Now I'm picking on India. Equal opportunity offender. Okay, if you're offended easily, get off the fucking show. All right, too easy. There's lots of other YouTube programs to watch. You don't have to be bitching and complaining about mine, because guess what? I'm not going to fucking change. All right. So you get this big company like BlackRock. You can't just go into India and run shit. So you got to pay to play. So BlackRock joins with Jio, Geo Financial Services Limited, JFS, and that's their way where BlackRock can get a piece of the action. Okay. Now let me check here real quick. Tequila Fund 2. Thank you for that donation. Totally appreciate that. Guns Donovan says, thanks, Hulk. RCM Cap 12, checking the donation button. I think it works absolutely perfectly for these people that just donated from RCM Cap, Guns Donovan, Tequila Fund. Those are very well done, very well executed donation button tests. By the way, Carol P, member for 11 months, $10, you're a rock star. Thank you for that. It's I take pride in this job. I take pride. Look, the most important thing we can do on this planet, this is according to me, the most important thing we can do on this planet is try to help our fellow human beings. Okay. I can't do a lot of things, but I can do this. This is something where I can reach thousands of people and totally transform their lives. This is what makes my life interesting. How is I'm going to go through life, be all selfish and shit, figure out a way to get rich, not tell anybody, so I can be richer than everybody else. I'm telling people on the show about crypto. We got some whales here. Let's just keep it real. They're going to be like fucking 50, 100 times richer with me. Let's say I get $100 million. These people are going to be worth like 5 or 10 billion. Okay. I don't fucking care. My job is to help people. And that's what I'm trying to do. Because to me, that's the most important thing in life is when you can help people get ahead, make people better, not step on them and fuck them over and shit and have scammy products on your show and recommend stupid fucked up investments for people. It's, they say it's more blessed to give than receive, or you'll be blessed more when you give than receive. That's what my show is. Yeah, it's a free show. Sometimes I'll be doing some private member only stuff, but I'm truly trying to help people that are really poor that can't do the $5 a month. For me, it's not a lot, but there was one point in my life where I didn't have $5 a month, and I've been there stealing food and shit. Oh yeah, I've done that. Had no place to go, sleeping on the floor and shit. I've been there. So it's like I'm trying to have a channel. So it's a member channel, right? You don't really need to pay the $5, but it's like, let's just pretend you're paying the $5 so you can watch the show. That way, these poor people don't have to pay nothing. All right, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to pay it forward. I'm trying to be part of the solution, not the part of the. What's part of the problem? Being greedy and fucking people over and charging them $300 for a phone call when you can call my show for free when I have open phone line, but you got to be a member. But you can learn how to be rich without. You can listen to the phone call. That way, that's a free phone call because you're listening to it. All right, let me move on with this. So now we got the point where BlackRock is coming in. Stephanie Clark, welcome to the members video live stream. And Bill 33, thank you very much for that. Appreciate every single one. Now, we've discussed BlackRock. It goes into India. BlackRock is going to make trillions in India, but they're going to have to pay off the Geo, and Geo is friendly with the government people. See how this works? BlackRock can't just walk into India and start regulating and shit. It's not going to work. Now, let's look at our next article that relates to India. Okay? I saw this one today. I'm like, oh, this is great. I could show this one on the show because it relates to what I was just talking about with BlackRock in India. Look at this. India. You got to love this. It's kind of like they're blaming each other. The Indian Supreme Court. Imagine the highest court in the land. In India, it's the Supreme Court. And what do? They blame the legislature for not having crypto laws. And guess what? Legislature's doing? Blaming the Supreme Court. And guess what the Supreme Court's doing? Blaming the legislature. What's been going on in India for the 3.5 years that I'm aware of is the government at one point says crypto's good. And at a certain point later, another part of the government says crypto's bad. And then 6 months or a year later, crypto's good. 6 months to a year later, crypto bad. Now these motherfuckers, you got the Indian Supreme Court saying, well, it's not our fault. Then you got the government saying, well, it's not our fault. Like, is this fucking, are you serious? Like, what the fuck games are going on in India? It says here, the government is yet to introduce the final draft of the crypto bill. People are wondering in India. So you got BlackRock coming in. Check this out, right? You got BlackRock worth 10 trillion moving into India, and now they're like, oh shit, we got it. BlackRock can't do a fucking thing. BlackRock can't make trillions until India gets their shit together and has crypto laws and regulations. Okay. According to a report in a local media outlet, the Indian Supreme Court, listen, reprimanded the Indian government due to their lack of crypto regulations. The Supreme Court is now blaming the Indian government. I don't know what the fuck they've been doing the past 3.5 to 5 years. It's like they're playing tennis or something, or they're playing pickleball. The Supreme Court mentioned that it is unfortunate that the government has yet to release any clear guidelines around cryptocurrencies. The observation from the Supreme Court came during the increased criminal activities involving cryptocurrencies. Stop for a minute. Well, it sounds kind of like what's going on in India, it's going on in America. Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX collapse, all these scammy shit, Terra and Luna and all this fucking dumb shit. I'm not going to mention names of YouTubers promoting all this fucking stupid shit. We all know who they are. I've talked to guys that have lost money. I was talking to a guy today who, due to the scam shit, he should have had like $1.5 million. But this crypto is like a fucking scam, and not that he spent $1.5 million, but he'd be worth right now $1.5 million. But it was a scam crypto and shit. So anyhow, let's continue. So they're having increased criminal activities in India. Well, that's no surprise. We have that in America. If you don't have crypto regulation, I just went over today. You need to watch my morning show. We go over the US code, okay? United States code. There's no crypto regulations in there. So it's like there's a reason for all. I've already told you guys all this. There's a reason why we don't have regulations, and I'm not getting into it. I've already gone over it before. If you want to call in and ask me, I can talk about it. But where are we at as far as time? I'm strict on time. Oh shit, we got 7 minutes, and I opened the phone calls up. The local daily reported that this might identify whether the union government plans to set up any dedicated federal agency to investigate such crypto criminal cases or not. Sources revealed that you still don't have any law. Do you have any agency at the national level to understand these cases and investigate them properly? We want you to identify a nationalized, specialized agency in the national interest. What we have in India, let's go back to what Crypto Hulk's been saying. Here we go again. Tell me if you think this is good. There's two things we need to be rich. Number one, global crypto regulations. It doesn't do any good if India has regulations and Russia does not. And it doesn't do any good to have Peru have crypto regs and Mexico have not. It also it isn't good if every country in the world has their own regulation. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not going to work. So, number one, like I'm saying, global crypto regulations, and that's where all these top government agencies come in. Basel, Financial Action Task Force, and these kinds of things. They will call all the shots. Every country now, some countries are going to have a little bit different, but these top government agencies, not government, these top global agencies I just mentioned, probably the World Economic Forum and all this stuff, they're all going to have a say on it. All the top people, which I'm not going to name, are going to have a say. And then all the countries, see right now how all this is going down? All this global crypto laws, it's all starting to pop up. You got the United States putting out laws. India's talking about it right now. It's very interesting how all this just starts happening. Russia's coming out with today their global crypto laws. I mean, their laws, right? For CBDCs and stablecoin kind of shit. Yeah, Russia just starting today. Today's August 1st. Bingo, right there. All just starts to happen at the same time. Okay. That's what's going on in India. And let me check the comments here. I got 4 minutes till I turn the phone line on. How do I be a member? You go to your phone, download the YouTube app, make a username, password, get an account. Then, when you watch my show, right below it, it'll say join here, whatever it says. That's how you join. You have to download that app or it's not going to work. Helio Bob, the word you put out is called respect to all. Thanks, Hulk. Yeah, it's like people can help their families, but that's not really doing much because that's your fucking job. I could help my close friends. That's not really doing much for the world because that's really your fucking job. To help people get rich and to transform their lives that you don't even know, that's what I'm talking about. That's where power comes from because there's a power in that. It's like the power of good, you know. Different religions talk about different karma and all that. I mean, I believe in my religion when you help other people, I mean that's a command. We're commanded in the religion. I don't go to church. I haven't been to church. I'm not putting church down. I haven't been to church for I don't know 30 years, 32 years or some shit like that. But it's been a while. But one thing I do believe that in my religion, when you help other people, that's what I'm supposed to do. You know, I mean, there's a couple things I'm supposed to do, but that's like the second thing I'm supposed to do in life. The second thing I'm supposed to do in life is help other people. Okay. You don't have, you could be a Democrat. Well, you know, I think he'll agree. How about that one? But yeah, helping other people change their lives. That's what's up. That's what I do. Um, one quick, I'm going to shoot through this. Here you got, okay, so now I'm going to start Ripple, the Ripple trial. I'm going to copy paste this. We all know that Ripple won. So Helio Bob, thank you for that. We know that Ripple won. That happened on July 13th. That was a great day. Ripple Labs beats the SEC July 13th. Okay, great. Now, the reason I'm showing you that is now everybody else who would talk shit about Ripple and all this stuff, everybody else now wants a free pass. And guess what, bitches? Not going to happen. Just like Brian Armstrong. I don't want to talk about him anymore. He's a fucking bitch. So, he's one of them that wants a free pass. I hope he gets fucking reamed like a bus. He gets hit by a bus. Here's this article here. Okay, that article there. United States judge, what? Denies. A U.S. judge denies Terraform Labs a petition to dismiss an SEC lawsuit. Wah, 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 wah. A federal judge denied Terraform Labs request to dismiss Terraform Lab lawsuit with the SEC. The judge also argued, listen, that the judge disagreed with the approach taken in the SEC case. This judge said he disagreed with Judge Anna Lisa Torres, or whatever her name is. This judge disagreed with that case. You hear, like, judges don't say that. The decision could cause the SEC to reverse course to appeal the case against Ripple. His name is U.S. Federal Judge Jed Rakoff of the Southern District of New York. He doesn't agree with how the Ripple case went. So, Terraform tried to get out of trouble. Not gonna happen. Oh, look who's next. Binance. And then I'll open the phone lines right here real quick. Hold on. It's 31 minutes. I'm 1 minute overdue. Last article before I turn the phones on. And then I got more articles after that. Plenty of news today. Now listen to what Binance tries to do. Binance tries to bust a move like Terraform. Listen to this. Binance asked the court to dismiss the CTFC's crypto lawsuit. Binance Holdings, out of New York, operator of the world's largest crypto exchange, and its co-founder, Zhao Changpeng, asked a federal judge to dismiss a lawsuit filed by the Commodities Future Trading Commission. Attorneys for Binance and Mr. Zhao, also known as CZ, submitted the motion on Thursday, arguing the regulator is overreaching and using theories, relying on inconsistencies while also making unsound claims and irrelevant allegations. I'm going to tell you what. I'll tell you how I really feel. We have no crypto laws. Okay, here's something I've only said, I don't know, 1,000 times on my channel for like years, like literally years. No other channel discusses this except me, and that's fine. I just proved it today when I showed you guys the United States code. We have no crypto laws. The IRS can't do a fucking thing to you with crypto. Neither can the SEC, the Justice Department, United States Attorney's Office, Treasury, FinCEN, and everybody else. Crypto does not exist in the law. Why? Because our legislature, which is our House of Reps and Senate, they have not made crypto law. Therefore, there is no crypto law. So guess what? All these agencies, besides Congress, the House of Reps and the Senate, all these agencies, guess what? They don't make laws. Guess what? They don't make definitions. Guess what? They cannot tell you to pay tax on the crypto. They can't stop you from staking. And if they do, guess what? I already told you. It's a civil rights violation, U.S. Code Section 21 or 18 U.S. Code, whatever it was. I think it was 18 or 21, one of the two. You look in there and it'll say violation of civil rights under color of authority. You can sue the United States government. That tells you. You could sue the department that's stopping you from doing that because they do not have authority. There's a thing called law, and you've got to have a law to enforce something. If you don't have a law, you can't enforce anything. Do you get this? You don't have to be a lawyer to understand that shit. Just saying. It's called common sense. Now I'm going to turn the phone lines on, and then I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to read off news. If you call, great. Here's the reason I have a phone line. People have questions. They try to ask me in the comments section. I'm not trying to look. Well, here's the phone number. If you're calling from outside of the United States, you got to dial a 1 first, and then you dial 916-906-3095. That is country code 1, and then you dial 916-906-3095. You have to be a member. What's going to happen is you're going to call, you're going to tell me your screen name, and you're going to say, hi, Hulk, or something, and then you can talk. If you're not a member, you ain't talking. Okay, you can listen and learn, but you're not talking. And then I'll say the phone number one more time, and you can look at Donald here while you're waiting. So the phone number is 1-916-906-3095. And the reason I have phone calls is so you can ask a question. It's easier for me to answer. I don't have to be typing shit out and spending 15 minutes answering a simple question. And it's also just fun connecting. I like to have an interactive show where I could hear members and stuff if you have a question. Um, these other channels are charging like $300 for like a 15-minute call. Sometimes I talk to people 15 minutes for free. So, and I don't know everything. I just try to tell you what I've discovered by researching and stuff. And you'll have to make your own decision up on what you want to do. So, with that, let me go to another news article. Oh, this is good. You're going to love it. You're going to absolutely fucking love it. Crypto Hope, why didn't you cuss? I don't fucking know. Oops. All right. Okay. What we got here is this. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something very, very conspiracy. This is conspiracy. It's a conspiracy theory. Microsoft, here's the title, Microsoft and PayPal. They integrate to offer PayPal's pay later solution. I want to show you something right here. I made a short little video on it. You can watch it after the show if you haven't seen it yet. Look, 10 years ago, all the shit was done in crypto. Okay? 10 years ago, they had Ripple Singapore. They had a crypto exchange with gold, silver, all the cryptos. You could turn in your XRP, exchange it for gold, and do all these things. And then Ripple pulled the plug on it. Why? Because it was mission accomplished. Also, they were using Codius. Codius is the secret one at the end that I told you about. I read the article. You can go back and look at Ripple Singapore. I made videos on that shit. Fascinating. What Ripple Singapore did, it was a test ground. I don't know why Ripple chose Singapore to do this. Like, there's so many questions. The more stuff I find, the more questions I got. But what you have is, well, I'm going to continue with this because this stuff's fascinating. This is for like another show. So Microsoft, so let me tell you. So 10 years ago, you had Microsoft, PayPal, Twitter, and there's another company. They're all working together. They've had all this planned, okay? So July 27th, 4 days ago, here's the news. Microsoft and PayPal work together. Oh, really? They just happen to be working together now, right? All right. Microsoft and PayPal integrate to offer PayPal's pay later solution. PayPal and Microsoft have announced Microsoft integration of PayPal's pay later solution. Everybody, I'm going to show you here in a minute. I'm going to show you a link to my show because no other channel has this. I'm going to show you a link to my show where I can show you where Microsoft was there from day one at Ripple. What we're seeing here with PayPal and Microsoft is Ripple integration, and you're going to have Stellar here. I think more than likely this is going to be like a Stellar-based project on top of a Ripple platform because the guy that made Ripple left and went to also make Stellar. And they're very close in code. So they talk here about United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, France, Spain, and Italy. These are all countries that are Ripple partners. I mean, Germany was the first country where Ripple started. Are you aware of that? Fedora Bank. France. France is in here because they took Fedora Bank from Germany and they started using Ripple. You got Australia. Right now in Australia, You got an ex-Ripple executive, Dilip Rao, who's making the Aussie dollar. United Kingdom, the Bank of England already did a proof of concept with Ripple. Like shit was done like 5 years ago. All this stuff here in the Spain and Italy, well, I'm not getting into all that. But what you got here is PayPal is working with Ripple, and this shit was already done 10 years ago. All right. Just now they're releasing this information, but you don't see Ripple in here. I showed you the links between UK, Australia, and Germany. Those are, and France. So those are solid. I've already done shows on this in the past probably month or two. I've tied in United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, and France all to Ripple. I've already showed the evidence and stuff for that. I'm not doing it right now. You spend some time and go back and read and watch my videos on PayPal and shit, and you'll see. Okay, spend some time instead of watching these other stupid fucker channels. Because they don't have information like me. Nobody. I'm the king of info on this. That's for guaranteed. Hey, they may be the king of something else. You know, credit investor sponsorships. And hey, that's great. Okay. My job is to help poor people get rich. I got a couple credit investor type people here dropping money bombs and shit. Okay, that's great. But I got like 98% of people that are struggling and want a real honest channel with the best fucking deep dives so they can make a good financial decision and be rich. That's what my fucking mission is, okay? And I do it perfectly. So there's the PayPal. Now, let me show you the proof for that. I'm going to show you the link right here. There's a link to the Crypto Hulk channel. Manuel Villar, thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate that in these hard times. And that's why I do my best to give all you guys top information. Okay, so there's the link. It's a Crypto Hulk video I made 1 month ago. It's a, I'm going to start right from the beginning. If you start right from the beginning, look in the upper left corner, it says Ripple Labs. Meet the team. The team. Who's the first one? Apple. After that, Goldman Sachs. Then Google. Notice how you got Apple Pay. Look what Crypto Hulk's showing you right here. Make the connections, new people. This is a web page from Ripple from 2013-14. The reason you know it is watch the video. I've made other videos too. You can watch. I've made videos where I've shown all the Ripple employees in 2013. And look at how young they look. That's how you know this is from 2013-14. This isn't just something that somebody made up. There's video. I've already done all the shows. Go watch it. It's fascinating. No other channel shows you what I've done. That's what you get for your $5. Now, if you notice right here, this is Ripple Labs. You got Apple. You know they have Apple Pay and shit, right? Well, Apple's here at 2013 as a Ripple partner. Well, no shit. Apple is running out Ripple. You got Goldman Sachs. Don't they have Goldman Sachs helps Apple get loans and shit? They use something called Marcus. I believe that's Goldman Sachs called Marcus. Well, looky here. Who's a Ripple partner from 2013? Goldman Sachs uses Marcus built on XRP. Well, look at Google. Ain't that something? Google's meet the team of Google. 2013 Google Pay is on Ripple. Are you seeing this? Microsoft. Well, ain't that something? Microsoft. We were just going over Microsoft and what? PayPal. Microsoft has been a meet the team member of Ripple for 10 years now. So you're telling me Microsoft joined up with PayPal, but they're not using Ripple? You're high. You're totally fucking high. Well, looky here. You got NASA, the New York Federal Reserve, really? And you have the national, not going to say security, not going to say agency there as well. And people are like, damn. But let me tell you something. I thought Ripple was a startup, right? How does a startup have a spy agency working for them? The New York Fed, NASA, Microsoft, Google, Goldman Sachs, App. Are you serious? Startup company just happens to have all these fucking top-notch companies and government spy agencies? You're high. Okay. if you hit the play button, which I just did on mine, you can't hear it. You can see Square. Square was also there from day one. Square is using Ripple. Oh, well, looky here. When the time hits about the 6 or 7 second mark, what do we see there? Oh, we see Twitter. Twitter. And then the dumb people say, well, Elon Musk wasn't there. I had one person literally say that. Elon Musk wasn't there in 2013, dude. You got old news. I'm like, this person's so fucking stupid. It's like, when this crypto goes, they're going to be doing one of these to themselves because they're fucking stupid. That's why. Check this out. Twitter was designed from day one. What? Hold on now. What? Hold on. Crypto Hulk here. Chapter 444. Hold on a minute. Let me look. Okay, say something on the, type something in if you could. Sure. It's fine. I'll just keep reading off my show. So what we got going on here until he types in is from day one, Twitter was designed to do what Elon's doing right now. Jack Dorsey, he's a tool, all right? But Elon is the one back with SpaceX and X.com. I've done all the videos on X.com, everything. Go back and look at them like 6 months ago. Okay, there he is. Hold on, let me put him on speakerphone. Okay, you got the floor. Chapter 444. What's up?
Hello, sir. I'm running outside. Hang on 1 second.
That's fine.
Yeah. So I was trying to think of the talk about tonight. Crypto She-Hulk was saying, okay, call in. What do you have for a question? So I was thinking about, I've hashed over so many different things about crypto, and I'm thinking, like, what's the most important thing right now? And I'm wondering your thoughts on, so if the government's going to control anything, it's going to be the on-off ramps of how we get paid, right? So I'm wondering, in light of that, like, first of all, I think BlackRock's going to buy Coinbase or whoever it is. They're going to own that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if their goal is to control the off ramps, what are the options for people to maybe get a dual citizenship and be able to basically take their ledger and take a flight and have some fun, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Number one, with all this intelligence, artificial intelligence, you can literally scour every single digital platform on the planet and know instantaneously who's doing what. Now, they're gonna program this. I'm not a tech guy, so I'm gonna use generalities here. What we'll see in the future, like right away, you can steal candy from the teacher's desk, but once the teacher installs a video camera, you're fucked. Okay, so in the short term, you're gonna be able to get away with some shit. In the long term, they're going to get this AI, and what if they are able to go back in history, which they are? This AI is so fucking fast and smart, and especially if you link up AI to a quantum computer, kiss it goodbye. They will be able to go back within the statute of limitations and anything less than 7 years, scan every single fucking crypto transaction, find every wallet, do their artificial intelligence investigation, find out who's what, and you're gonna have somebody knocking at your door and you're gonna be fucked. Okay.
It's kind of irrelevant, but a lot of people kind of slipped under the radar about 2 years ago. Ripple hired a quantum computing PhD to quantum proof computers that don't even exist yet. But I thought that was kind of like noteworthy that they did that, and that a lot of people kind of forgot about that and didn't really know that was happening. But they did that for a reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's going to help us or hurt us or what.
Okay, now what I'm believing you're saying, what they're trying to do is prevent a hack. What I'm talking about is using a quantum computer to look at public ledgers and to review them. I'm not talking about
Okay.
what you're talking about is they hired somebody to protect their ledger from hacks or their whatever. What I'm talking about is
Okay.
on a public ledger, you and me can go to XRP scan or whatever, find the Ripple or the XRP ledger and look at every single transaction. Okay. It's public. Now, not the private ones, but the public one. What I'm talking about is getting artificial intelligence linking up with a quantum computer and going through every ledger 10 times a second. Every single transaction. Like it's going to be so damn fast with the artificial intelligence. It's going to look at every single transaction, cross check it with everything else, start making files on people or making a file on a particular wallet and everything it's done. And then one day when they put it all together, one day when you try to cash out at whatever fucking bank or somebody messes up and you give your crypto to some person who then does, they're going to find out. Okay. So my thing is this. Right now, there's no crypto regs. So when we got it, there's
Right.
no laws.
Yep.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. That's why I showed everybody the United States Code. There's nothing there right now. Okay. Now, we have a short window of time before the crackdown starts, a year from now, 3 years, whatever it is, I don't know. But
Oh, it's coming. Yeah.
that's why I said everybody get this crypto shit now and then start buying property, houses, or whatever. And then when all your crypto's gone, and I don't know when that date will be, they're gonna come down and be able to like seize your crypto. If they can't identify it, this AI might use a quantum computer, go to your wallet, hack that shit, and it's bye-bye time. That's why I buy gold and silver. Because that's my emergency parachute. I have not spent a dime on crypto for 3.5 years. Okay. Now I got gold and silver, and they can't take it because the computer can't hack that, right? If it's in your possession, that's why I don't have a gold card. People out there, oh, get this gold card. And da, da, da. Yeah, you're getting paid. These other channels are getting paid to promote a gold card. And what's going to happen is these quantum computers go around and hack the fuck out of all these gold cards. And they're like, oh, it's really your gold. It's not paper gold. That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. That's dumb.
I got my gold around my fucking neck, okay? And that's part of it. And I'm not keeping it on any exchange, and because I don't trust the government. I could have gold put into a, let's say, they've already done this in 2013. Through Ripple Singapore, they had a gold exchange, crypto exchange with silver, where you could buy it and have it, and they hold it in a Singapore vault and all this shit. Then they pulled the plug on it because they're all done with that, okay? Hold on. Salvador.
I think you're. Oh, sorry. What's up?
Oh, Salvador Ramirez, thank you for the donation of the channel. Joe Johnson showed up as a member. Thank you for that. Daniel C. gave somebody a membership, and that was Justin Ageti. Daniel C. Thanks for all you do, big guy, he says. Thanks for that, Daniel. And then again, Manuel Villar, thank you for your donation. I saw that there. Okay. So what we got going on is we got a lot of uncharted territory. All right. And they're going to do everything they can to keep us from having crypto. Right now, we're ahead. That's not going to last long. So what I would suggest, don't put all your eggs in one basket. These other people like, yeah, I want to spend everything and live on my brother's couch and have all this crypto. Yeah, and when they quantum computer hack your shit, you have nothing. Okay.
So I have a little bit of background, not phenomenal. I'm nobody special, but I did coding and building computers and things like that. And I've been recently working with AI just to make money. Why fucking not? The trend is your friend. But the more I look at it, the more I realize like we're fucked.
Yes.
Like this is not good. Like to the point where we could be having a normal day, like regular life, and there could be fucking bombs being launched, and like I'm not even kidding about that. Like it's gonna, if something drastic were to happen, it would be so fast that we'd be like, shit, never saw that coming. And in that same way, it's the same thing about what you're talking about with them being able to quantum compute all your shit, like, yeah, we're fucked. It's just a matter of how fucked and when we're fucked. So like you buying gold and silver, like that's a really good move.
Right. You have to physically own it. And the way that I buy it, I go to like gold shops where there's no records, they don't check IDs, the government doesn't know I bought it. Now, if you join one of these gold card places, well, guess what? Now you got credit card transactions, and then the government can come knocking on your door one day and say you bought, $10,000 worth of gold through whatever program. You're going to claim you don't have it, of course. So sign this paper right here, because if we find out later you have gold, and we'll be monitoring everything, and maybe they're monitoring your phone lines or whatever. When you sign that paper, I used to work for the Department of Justice. So what they're going to do is they know when they knock on your door, you're going to say, "Oh, I don't have that gold anymore. Sorry, I lost it." So you're going to sign a paper under penalty of perjury. They might have already been recording your phone calls, whatever it might be, and they just want you to sign that paper, and they hook you up and take you to jail for like 7 years for perjury or whatever.
Oh, they're already doing it now. Like they're monitoring everything. So like imagine like 3 years from now, it's gonna be crazy.
I started the show, and but I'll end the conversation here in about a minute or so because I'm going to go on to another caller. But I started this program because I knew once we get this crypto, it's like the sand running through an hourglass. I knew we're going to be super crazy rich. It's not going to last that long. So I've told people that from the beginning. I know I'm not going to be rich till the end of time. We're going to get rich, and every day that goes by, they're going to figure out a way to steal it from us, and or make it illegal. Whatever. I already know. So I'll be telling people that's what Crypto Hulk. Once we're rich, my programs will be okay. What am I doing to get ready? To get rid of this crypto, to find other value. Maybe I buy, I don't know, a shit ton of gold. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Right now, I'm just trying to accumulate gold, silver, make these shows for you guys. Because one day crypto's gonna hit, boom, we're fucking rich. And every day that goes by, they're gonna figure out a way to take it from us. Maybe it's a year, 3 years, I have no idea. Now, after that time period's over, just like you're saying, I totally believe this world will be a very, very scary place.
Yeah.
I've been watching the AI where now they can copy my voice. They need 3 seconds.
Yep.
They can record my voice for 3 seconds, and you could be AI right now for all I know. And I could be, well, unless they get the video on me, they could do that. I could copy a video and I could be totally fake right now. I could be AI, you know?
No, you could. Like I could too. Like it's really that advanced right now, and it's amazing that like in the time we're in right now that it's that advanced. Like the rate of improvement is going to be ridiculous, which is exponential. Like technology would double every whatever 5 years, but like now we're at a point where it's like no, we're not even playing with that same dynamic. It's gonna go fast, like really fast.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for calling Chapter 444.
Yes, sir.
Next
Have a
time,
good night. I appreciate you taking my call.
yeah, next time I have a show, you're more than welcome to call back.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, sir.
Okay.
And thank you for the show. Thank you for everything.
Sure. All right. Off to the next caller. I'll take one more call. I'm going to keep teaching the news here. The country code is 1. The phone number is 916-906-3095. And let me get back to that news. What the hell? Oh, the Twitter stuff. Okay. So to wrap that up, you've got Twitter and you got Ripple. We've got PayPal and Microsoft. Those 4 companies, this shit was determined 10 years ago. They knew Twitter would be the platform. Like, look, think about this. Twitter's there from day one with Ripple, right? Twitter. I don't care who was running it. Elon didn't have to run it. They knew that social platform, look, it's not an accident. How is it that Twitter's there from day one, right? And then all of a sudden now, Twitter is going to become like the global crypto. Well, it's going to beat out Alipay. That's the goal, to beat the Chinese, to have Twitter. See, Alipay is this everything. It's like they call a mega app, right? It's worth like 500 apps in one. Twitter is going to, Elon says he wants to get 50% or 52%. Basically, it's going to be the Chinese with Alipay and the United States with Twitter. You think this all was just an accident? It just happened to be? No, man, this shit was planned out. Hold on. Hello, Crypto Hulk here. Stephen Morris. Okay, go on the top chat and type something. Stephen Morris. Okay. Hi, Stephen. What's up?
Not much. Just wanted to, just say thank you for the show. Great information. I'm still thinking 2025 by the end of March. I think I read somewhere, but the end of ISO 2022 messaging. And it's either going to happen before the elections or right after the elections, but I don't see the Democrats wanting it to go past the elections as far as going to, if Trump was to win, that type of thing.
This is okay. Somebody brought some. Okay, I made a statement the other day. I feel this crypto should have taken off a few years ago. When I was deep diving a lot of this information, I kept seeing the year. See, Ripple comes out in 2013, 14. Hold on a second. We got 1970 legend. We will know if the Hulk is artificial intelligence. His show will be picture perfect with no interruptions or glitches. And that's true.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that donation. Appreciate that. And if I'm not cussing, something's wrong. If I have scammy sponsors, that's wrong. But that's AI, dude. I know it.
It's either wrong or completely right.
Yeah. But thanks for that little money right there. I really appreciate. Oh, New Jersey, little old lady. Thanks for your donation. Love all your show. Best part of my day, learning from the best. Okay, but yeah, if my show it has perfect video, something's wrong. So you were saying?
Yeah, so I'm thinking you got RFK, you got Trump, you got DeSantis on the other side, and you got Schwami, and I'm thinking that the Democrats are not going to want to. I mean, if the USA is in control to a certain extent, I mean, we don't know obviously because we're poor people, but I mean, I'm thinking if we have any say so, if they're not going to take the chance, I think they're going to make a pop, and then they're going to give the credit to the Democrats.
That would make sense. But what the Democrats want is like a China type crypto. They want a government issued crypto, right? They want no private wallets, none of that stuff. They want the government to be able to supervise every single transaction you make at all times. So the Republicans want a different kind of crypto. The Democrats want the communist type. That's what's going on. It's very clear. Elizabeth Warren wants cryptos to be totally 100% Federal Reserve government supervised, owned, programmable, so that when they don't like you, they can take your money from you. That's the Democrats' way of protecting the investor. The Republicans have more of a Bitcoin Wild West kind of like, people have common sense, or they should, and if they don't, they're going to get wrecked. But we will have an SEC supervising this and that, but you got to have some privacy. So there's two different extremes, and that's kind of how I see it going down. The Democrats will not allow any kind of crypto shit unless it's their version of crypto. And then DeSantis and these others, like, we're not allowing no CBDC in Florida. So it's kind of like there's two separate views on crypto. Do you see that or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
When they were having the committee hearing for the bills of passing keep your own crypto and such and such and such, I watched this other show. and they were basically breaking it down. You had the Democrats on one side, you had Maxine Waters, and they're all basically anti-keep your keys type of scenario. And then you had the other side that was like, where Republicans were going to, hey, why can't you keep your own, your safe box with your own valuables and that kind of thing.
Totally right. Yes. That's what's going on. You know what? So, what I said earlier was that I thought crypto was going to launch like about 3, 4 years ago. Now, when I did a lot of studying, the Worldcoin pop, okay, it's called World Dollar. Nowadays, it's called Worldcoin. That's the retinal scan stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Worldcoin, I've done the shows. Go back and look at Worldcoin. I did a show like 6 weeks ago. Like before anybody even heard of Worldcoin, I'm doing a show on it. It's kind of weird because like stuff, whatever you want to call it, spirit, power of the universe, whatever you want to call it, has me look at stuff, and then like 4 or 6 weeks later, boom, Worldcoin hit the scene, and I'm like, oh my god, I just did a show on that like a month ago. Worldcoin's been Worldcoin's been around since 2014. Almost 10 years ago, that shit's been around. I'm not saying that since I talked about it, they opened it up, but like since I talked about it, I've never heard about Worldcoin at all. And all of a sudden I make a show, and then within like a month later, oh, it's Worldcoin, Worldcoin, Worldcoin. Like, where the fuck did this, how did this come up? I know it's not me.
They're watching you, Hulk.
It's very possible. I don't know if I'm initiating this shit or not. I mean, it'd be great that if it was, but it's been around for 2014. I did the show. I go to the upper right corner, show you guys 2014, and with my camera, and I show World Dollar. Da 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 da. It's called WLD. That's what it is. WLD. That's what WorldCoin is, but it used to be called World Dollar. And they were talking about, and I think I might have showed this on one of the. They might have deleted that show, but if that show's still up, then I show portions where they're talking about how the dollar is going to collapse or the world's going to collapse, how the banking system's fake and all this. There was a sense of urgency when WorldCoin was coming out that impending doom was happening to the world. It seemed to be in about 4 or 5 years after that. So that would put us at 2018, 19. Well, think about what was going on and who got elected during that time was Trump, right?
They were doing too good on the economy. That's what happened, and that's why they released the you know what?
Yeah, the virus.
Yeah.
So these are things that come up, and then somebody said, but Crypto Hulk, guess what was going on during that time? And they said Trump, and I'm like, damn it, that's right. That's what. So I think we should have already been rich like 4 years ago, but Trump comes on the scene, is not having no world order dumb shit, and had the economy doing really good. Then they had to have a drunk bus driver, Joe Biden, drive down the street and just start driving over everybody he could find and just fuck everything up.
It's like I told you on one of the comments. They had to bring in the aliens to cover up the some of that stuff with the family over there on the other side.
Oh, yeah. The alien stuff. Yeah, all of a sudden now aliens are telling us we got to change the world. I'm listening to that. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You got this news media that doesn't want to investigate anything with Biden. We've got whistleblower after whistleblower and corruption and all that, but they want us to tell us about the aliens that are helping us with our planet. Like, what is wrong with these people? Like,
ever since X-Files, we all believe, but it's been postponed for quite a while.
So anyhow, we should have already been rich like 4 years ago. But Trump came in, destroyed their plans. Now they have to break us down and destroy the economies of the world so they can initiate this. So that's just kind of how I see it. I think a lot of people see it now.
I see it just like how you broke it down. The 2020 on a comptroller webpage, it's running parallel. It's just, when they say when.
Right. When they say when. People say, hey, Crypto Hawk, give me a time and a date, or give me a date or a year. And it's like, you don't seem to get, like, they run shit, okay? We're lucky just to know the little teeny bit that we have. I'm able to discover things like world dollar, then all of a sudden they're bringing out Worldcoin, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? That's kind of strange. And then
I reference this to like Terminator the movie. It's like the beginning of the end.
it really is. This is the begin. This is the end of the world as we know it. That Tom McDonald song is totally real. We're seeing all this weird shit. We got the government and the news media talking about aliens are trying to help us run the or fix the fucking globe. So we have to get. I mean, come on, man. This shit's getting too fucking weird. You know. So
Yeah,
we're
it's
at
getting
the end.
ridiculous.
We're at the end of civilization. I honestly cannot see this world being a place where I'd want to live. Maybe past 15 or 20 years from today. I think it's gonna be a really, really bad, bad place 15 or 20 years from now.
Yeah, we'll live good about 3, hopefully 5 good years, and maybe you'll diversify your assets into businesses if they'll allow you to have them in the future. Maybe you go to a different country. I'm looking at all types of possibilities. We're here in Texas. My future wife, she's from the Philippines. I'm even thinking about going over there.
Oh, me too. I already made a trip there 4 years ago to scope it out, and I got a particular one or two areas. I got some connections. Well, I'm not going to talk about any of that anymore. That's little DL stuff. Got to keep that on the down low. But I've got a couple countries in the world where I got really solid connections, like deep. And so these are my bug out places. If I need to split and go somewhere, I got friends in high places in a couple parts of the world, so I don't have to deal with no kinds of shit. Um,
And the flip side is I don't know if you've been paying attention to anybody else, but I'm sure Hulk has. Is they're killing our livestock, our agriculture. The Microsoft guy, he's buying loads of land in
yeah,
other countries. It's ridiculous.
yeah. This is it's going in a bad place. I knew this when I first got to crypto. This is the end of the world as we know it. I figured once we get rich, we might have 3 to 5 really good years. Um, Maybe. But then after that, it's going to be bad because the minute we get rich, their goal is to make us poor. And they're going to be trying every day to get this AI going and da 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 da. I don't know if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years after we get rich, and then it's going to get very scary. So I'm trying to let people know, like, how I really think. I'm not. It's my show's based on reality as much as I can, evidence that I can find. Now the stuff I'm talking about is just my opinion. It's what I truly believe is that this world's gonna be really fucked up in like 5 or something years, or maybe 10 at the absolute most. It's gonna be a communist police country world, where imagine China. That's how it's gonna be.
I
And
think I think like I briefly mentioned, the elections are going to be a very telltale side. You have one side that's the Democrat side that has a legacy that they absolutely despise. That I know you can look into that. You guys who haven't reigned, and then on the other side you have the Trump side, and then you have the sanctimonious and the I can't even pronounce his name, Shwarshwami. He seems like he might be a candidate for VP if he plays his cards right, and maybe the next in line on the RP side. But it's going to be very interesting because you got two different political sides that they absolutely both despise for the Democratic Party.
Yeah, it's becoming a very divided country. I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, and you know, there wasn't like a massive difference between the two parties, especially when I was born in the 70s. I mean, John F. Kennedy got killed in 63. And there was almost no difference between Republicans and Democrats. But nowadays, there's such a clear divide where some people won't talk to anybody if they know they're a Democrat or Republican. I mean, it's getting that bad.
I think their goal is to bring down some of these three-letter agencies on the that one Republican I'm talking about and that one Democrat I'm talking about and the possible VP Republican I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's no doubt we've got a bad problem, and so what I want to just bring it back so I can conclude the discussion. You're free to call back at the next time I have open phones. Let's get rich. We'll probably have a Crypto Hulk after we get rich show, and we'll try to make the best of it as we can. Congratulations, because you found the channel, and I'm going to keep working every day to keep everybody updated on what I find. One day you will be rich, but be careful, because with getting rich comes the end of the world as I see it, and that'll be all I got to say.
Thank you, Hulk. Thank you, all your viewers and everybody else. Maybe we'll have the future Hulk after party in Manila.
You never know. I'm open for it. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank
Bye.
you, Hulk.
Okay, that'll be it with the phone calls for today. That went pretty well. Oh, man, we learned some shit. We had some tech person call up and talk to us. He's into coding and artificial intelligence, and it's not going to be pretty, all right? But I think I'll call that a wrap. Hour and 15 minutes. I got some news lined up, but just to wrap that up, the Microsoft, you basically got PayPal, Microsoft, Twitter, Ripple, all there from day one. Okay. The PayPal tie-in is, look, everybody knows about Elon, goes back 23 years and shit. He's tied into everything. So I thought this was great to see PayPal and Microsoft joining together. I wanted to have a little fun and show you that, Twitter was there from day one as well with Ripple. My name's Crypto Hulk. We're going to conclude today's program. Thanks for showing up. I'm going to look for news for my next show. How far away is it? It's 8, so it'll be 12, 10 hours. Around 9 or 10 hours from now, I'm going to have a show. It's at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time in California, West Coast, wherever you want to call it. I'm going to look. The aliens need to take Gary off this earth and probe. Okay, I got a show at 6:30 a.m. I will see y'all then.